Praise the Lord. We often read and hear sermons on the parable of the Good Samaritan, or Samaritan woman, a figure from the Gospel of John, meeting Jesus at the well. Then, who are these Samaritans? Because this word Samaritan resonated in the New Testament many a times. Do they still exist? This brief video is all about Samaritans' existence, faith, belief and current situation. Hello friends, I am Hebron Peters. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Christian Chronicler. I create informative videos related to Christianity. If you are new to this channel and still not subscribed, then please hit like and subscribe button, so that you can receive Christian-related videos regularly. Also don't forget to share and comment. It boosts up my morale to create informative videos for you. Let's start our informative video on Samaritan Israelites. The Samaritans, or Shamrim, in Hebrew, Shamranam, or in Arabic, Al-Samaritan, an ethno-religious group originating from the Israelites. They are remains of 10 lost tribes of Israel who made the possible escape during captivity when northern kingdom of Israel was sacked by Assyrian king Tiglath-Pileser and were not deported to Hala, Habor and River Gosen in 722 BC. Samaritans claim descent from the tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh, as well as from the Levites, who have links to ancient Samaria, which is now constituting the majority of the territory known as the West Bank and Palestine. The Samaritans are adherents of Samaritanism, a religion closely related to Judaism. Samaritans believe that their worship, which is based on the Samaritan Pentateuch, is the true religion of the ancient Israelites from before the Babylonian captivity, preserved by those who remained in the land of Israel, as opposed to Judaism, which they see as a related but altered and amended religion. The major issue between Jews and Samaritans has always been the location of the chosen place to worship God, the Temple Mount of Moriah in Jerusalem according to Judaism, or Mount Gerizim according to Samaritanism. Once a large community, the Samaritan population appears to have shrunk significantly in the wake of the bloody suppression of the Samaritan revolts against the Byzantine Empire. Forced conversion to Christianity under the Byzantines and, in Islam under Ottoman rule, reduced their numbers. The present-day population has been consistently divided between the West Bank and Israel. Samaritans in the West Bank live in Kiryat Lusa on Mount Gerizim, while those in Israel are concentrated in the city of Holon, just outside Tel Aviv. The Samaritans of Kiryat Lusa hold dual Israeli and Palestinian Authority citizenship. Samaritans in Holon and Kiryat Lusa today speak Hebrew and Arabic. For liturgical purposes, Samaritan Hebrew, Samaritan Aramaic, and Arabic are used, all written with the Samaritan alphabet, a variant of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet, which is distinct from the Jewish Hebrew alphabet, which is a stylized form of the Imperial Aramaic script. Hebrew and later Aramaic were languages in use by the Jewish and Samaritan inhabitants of Judea. The Samaritans call themselves Shamrim, which according to the Anchor Bible Dictionary, is derived from the ancient Hebrew term meaning guardians or keepers or watchers of the Torah law. Samaritans' faith. The Samaritan religion is based on some of the same books used as the basis of Judaism but differs from the latter. Samaritan religious works include the Samaritan version of the Torah, the Memor Marka, the Samaritan liturgy, and Samaritan law codes and biblical commentaries. According to Samaritans, it was on Mount Gerizim that Abraham was commanded by God to offer Isaac, his son, as a sacrifice. The Torah mentions the place where God chooses to establish his name, and Judaism takes this to refer to Jerusalem. However, the Samaritan text speaks of the place where God has chosen to establish his name, and Samaritans identify it as Mount Gerizim, making it the focus of their spiritual values. In the Christian Bible, the Gospel of John relates an encounter between a Samaritan woman and Jesus in which she says that the mountain was the center of their worship. She poses the question to Jesus when she realizes that he is the Messiah. Jesus affirms the Jewish position, saying you, that is, the Samaritans, worship what you do not know, although he also says, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. The religious beliefs of Samaritans.
Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Shema Adonai, the name, Hashem, Shema.
There is one God, Yahweh, the same God recognized by the Hebrew prophets. The Torah was given by God to Moses. Mount Gerizim, not Jerusalem, is the one true sanctuary chosen by Israel's God. Many Samaritans believe that at the end of days, the dead will be resurrected by the Taib, a restorer, possibly a prophet, some say Moses. Resurrection in paradise. The priests are the interpreters of the law and the keepers of tradition. Scholars are secondary to the priesthood. The authority of post-Torah sections of the Tanakh, and classical Jewish rabbinical works, the Talmud, comprising the Mishnah and the Gemara, is rejected. They have a significantly different version of the Ten Commandments. For example, their 10th commandment is about the sanctity of Mount Gerizim. The Samaritans have retained an offshoot of the ancient Hebrew script, a high priesthood, the slaughtering and eating of lambs on Passover Eve, and the celebration of the first months beginning around springtime as the New Year. Samaritans refer to themselves as Bani Israel, children of Israel, which is a term used by all Jewish denominations as a name for the Jewish people as a whole. They, however, do not refer to themselves as Jews. Samaritan law is not the same as Halakha, rabbinic Jewish law. The Samaritans have several groups of religious texts, which correspond to Jewish Halakha. A few examples of such texts are Torah. Samaritan Pentateuch. Samaritan believes in only first 5 books of the Bible written by Moses called Torah or Pentateuch. Also there are some 6,000 differences between the Samaritan Pentateuch and the Jewish Pentateuch text. Historical writings. There are 3 Samaritan chronicle books: the Toledah, Chronicle of Joshua and Adler. Hagiographical textbooks. Diftar, Prayer Book of Psalms and Hymns. Samaritan Haggadah. Friends, before moving forward, please press like and subscribe button, don't forget to click bell icon. Samaritan community survival. One of the biggest problems facing the community today is the issue of continuity. Their present population is around 800 and suffering with rare genetic disorder. With such a small population, divided into only 4 families, Cohen, Staka, Danafi, and Marhiv, with the Madar family dying out in 1968, and a general refusal to accept converts, it is common for Samaritans to marry within their extended families, even first cousins. There has been a history of genetic disorders within the group due to the small gene pool. To counter this, the whole lone Samaritan community has allowed men from the community to marry non-Samaritan, primarily, Israeli Jewish women, provided that the women agree to follow Samaritan religious practices. There is a 6-month trial period before officially joining the Samaritan community to see whether this is a commitment that the woman would like to take. This often poses a problem for the women, who are typically less than eager to adopt the strict interpretation of Levitical laws regarding menstruation, by which they must live in a separate dwelling during their periods and after childbirth. There have been a few instances of intermarriage. In addition, all marriages within the Samaritan community are first approved by a geneticist at Tel Hashomor Hospital, in order to prevent the spread of genetic disorders. In meetings arranged by international marriage agencies, a small number of women from Russia and Ukraine who agree to observe Samaritan religious practices have been allowed to marry into the Kiryat Luza Samaritan community in an effort to expand the gene pool. That's all my friends. I tried to create this video as short as possible. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. Goodbye for now. God bless you.